Welcome to the world debut of the new 2023 Jeep Grand Wagoneer L. Yes, this is the long wheelbase version. Let me show you. I'm here at the New York Auto Show, and this is our wall-to-wall coverage from the show. And this is all about huge SUVs. Check this out, right there. This is the new part of this. Jeep is introducing their largest and biggest and most luxurious SUVs, and they're really going up against all the luxury big SUVs like the Chevy Suburban, the GMC Yukon XL, the Cadillac Escalade, ESV, the Lincoln long wheelbase Navigator, and there's Sofian from Redline. Let's walk over here. But what they wanted to do here is actually offer more space, more power, more efficiency. So let's start with the space first. Here in the back. So what they did basically is they added 7 inches of wheelbase and 12 inches to the entire length of this vehicle. So the wheelbase is actually 130 inches. Come over here. And the total length is over 226 inches, which is about 1 inch longer than a Chevy Suburban. So yeah, this is massive. They have over 44 cubic feet of cargo volume behind the third row. So yeah, they're actually adding a ton of space.
Emily, did you see this?
And a ton of usability, utility to this vehicle too. And then something under the hood that's very special. So let me actually try to go over there and pop the hood. Hold on. There's a lot going on here at the show. So this is the big deal, guys. You may have seen the 6.4 liter V8 under the hood of the Grand Wagoneer.
Came to photobomb.
Jim Morrison.
Hey, Andre, how are you?
Good to see you, buddy.
Hey.
You just introduced us right here.
Yes. You know, it's great. I was out with the TFL car guys in
Moab, right?
Like just hours ago.
Yes.
And they said you'd be here, so
Well, thanks.
divide and conquer.
Head of Jeep brand North America just happened to walk by. So tell me about this engine, because this is a brand new engine, the straight 6 turbo,
Yeah.
twin turbo.
Inline 3 liter. We call it Hurricane Twin Turbo, and this is the Hurricane Twin Turbo 510. Obviously giving a nod to the 510 horsepower, and it's got 500 torque as well. That's crazy.
Yeah.
No one's done that kind of power out of a 3 liter in the volume that we're going to do out of this guy. So it's incredible. It sounds good. It is an absolute rocket. When those turbos kick in, this Grand Wagoneer just flies.
Well, I cannot wait to drive it, obviously. Still an 8-speed automatic transmission, right?
Yes.
So are you going to keep the V8? Is the 6.4 going to stay in some models?
Yes.
Or how's that going to work?
Yeah. The 6.4 will still be available in the Grand Wagoneer, and the L's will all only get the turbos.
Okay.
So Grand Wagoneer gets the 510 twin turbo, and the Wagoneers will also get the twin turbo, but it won't be 510 horsepower.
Yeah, the 420, right?
Yes.
So that's very exciting. Well, thanks, dude. Actually, I think we have an interview later.
Perfect.
Where we can dig deeper and talk about it.
Yeah, good stuff.
Thanks
See you later.
thanks a lot, man.
Bye.
Hey, it's good when the CEO stops by and says hello. So that's very cool. So yeah, brand new power plant. So not only more power, so like Jim said, 510 horsepower and 500 pound-feet of torque, but also more efficiency. And of course, in the Grand Wagoneer 4-wheel drive, because this is such a big vehicle that's luxurious and quite heavy, of course the efficiency is not going to be quite as high, but they're promising about 1 to 2 mpg better than a comparable V8. And actually a 2-wheel drive Wagoneer L will have up to about 23 mpg on the highway. So cannot wait to test drive this. Also cannot wait to talk to some of the engineers behind it and to learn everything about it. That's coming a little bit later. And like this says, designed in Auburn Hills and built in Warren, Michigan. So that's always good to see. So yeah, so they gave it more power, they gave it more efficiency because it's a small displacement turbocharged engine. so that's cool. So more space, more power, a little bit more efficiency. Let's look inside at the luxury, because this is the new Carbide edition. So this is kind of their latest take on kind of a dark theme, dark carbide, dark accents. Of course, this is still a Grand Wagoneer, this L model. And the leather, I can tell you, is very, very supple, very soft. And of course, on the outside, you have black trim. On the inside, you have black trim. Look at all the panoramic sunroofs. There's two of them. There's a panoramic sunroof right here. There's also another smaller one in the back for the third row. They're claiming best in class second seat legroom, so let's check it out. Boom, take a look at this. I'm just over 6'2", it's pretty dark in here, but look at my legroom. There's like a mile of it here, and still a mile behind me. Let me try to get in the back seat. Let's see. This is basically an 8-person model. They also have a 7-person model. Yeah, a little bit, tiny bit limited on headroom here. I think it may be because of this additional sunroof. But my legroom, look, my knees are not in my chest. It's really quite comfy. And look at all this space. Jeep also says that with all these seats folded down, you can easily put a 4x8 sheet of material in here. Not that I would recommend carrying drywall in here or plywood, but you can do it, or maybe use it as your overland rig. Let's go outside. Sorry, once again, a lot going on. And then also they kept with the towing. So let's check this out. Of course, there's a kind of cover on the hitch here, but they're saying some models, when properly equipped, can still tow up to 10,000 pounds of trailer, which is actually the class leading. So if you look at the Ford Expedition, for example, they can tow up to about 9,300 pounds. So 10,000 pounds is a big deal. So if you have a big trailer, like a camping trailer or a large bore trailer, this thing will definitely do it. It will bring all of the people, all of their stuff. Let's take a quick look inside of this one, because I think it has a different color interior. Let's see if I can walk through somebody else's shots. Let's see.
Let's go right where you were.
It's beeping. It's got the lights on. But here you can see kind of some of the details on this new L. Of course, Macintosh system is here. Actually, you can start ordering the Grand Wagoneer with the new power plant, the 3-liter twin turbo, the 510 horsepower one right now. They'll be coming later this year, and that's a $2,000 option. The Grand Wagoneer L is going to come a little bit later, and full pricing will be available a little bit closer to launch. But this is it. Yeah, take a look. The L version of the new Wagoneer and Grand Wagoneer right here from New York Auto Show 2022. Check everything out at our alltfl.com site. This is everything including trucks, SUVs, motorcycle and off-roading, all in one place. It's a brand new site, alltfl.com. Thank you for joining me.